Do, 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 do.
Do we know the maps, Jack?
Yeah, I've sent them over to you in your DMs, mate.
Appreciate you, sir. Oh, didn't mean to send you that. Sorry, mate.
Good. Where are we? Stream manager. Chunk's here already. Oh. Where are we? What am I gonna do? I need to message. Yeah, GG's Chunk, mate. I'm glad you made it. It's a shame about one of your teammates, isn't it? Do, 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 do. Here he is. I did dangies. Ah. Yeah, 100%, mate. I enjoyed watching it. Shit to lose. It's just is what it is. Right then, let's get this done. Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad. Been kind of bored of losing, but apart from that.
Alright, so maps. We've got Subbase map 1. Subbase? Expect that from us.
That was hard pick as well.
Maybe they just match up well against them on it. I don't. Who knows? Got to trust the players. They know what they're doing. I definitely do not.
Trust me, I don't. Maybe this must be a dinosaur.
Who? What?
There's someone in the chat who just followed called Must Be a Dinosaur.
Okay. Welcome on in.
I don't know if it's like one of my IRL friends or.
Are we going to stay live after for the Strix game, Jack?
Yes, sir.
The fact it's 7:15 already is honestly terrifying.
Yes, mate. Will be worth it when we make it to champs. You're a shit dev 10. Mate, if you're playing in a div, you can't be that bad, right? First step to greatness is getting started.
I like that.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I hope to see it, guys. I'll get the young one on it straight off the rip, get a controller in their hands. I love that. Oh, Socko, mate, how are we? I might have to take my jumper off.
Fuck me, it's kind of a mixy map setting up. Right, I should back in a minute, sir, before we get started.
What?
Oh.
Saudis are kicking off in the the challengers chat already. Just glad they're in there, not in the stream, mate. They said we can start, so we will be getting a... We're probably like a minute behind, right? So, 1 minute away, I reckon. Oh, Nathan Parker won the LAN in Italy. Wonderful. Did you come in clutch? What do you mean? Socko said, did he come in clutch? I don't know if he is, Josh. Definitely felt like it that first gap, didn't he? Actually, like quite a sound lad, to be fair.
And welcome
Back
back
to him a few
the
times.
European qualifiers, the last chance qualifiers, and the last game of the last chance qualifiers It is only 2 teams remaining, only one of which can go to champs. The other will unfortunately just be a memory. So these 2 teams are left: Noctem X Clutch Rain and the Falcons.
Come on, boys.
They've made their way through the bracket to this point, but this is the game that matters, Ton.
Yeah, this is the one that it has really come down to, the crunch for both these 2 teams. For the season to either be over or continues with one last event, if we're not counting, obviously, the Esports World Cup, which is obviously going to be going on as well. For some of these players, it could potentially be an offering that is on the horizon. But irrelevant of that, you still want to go to champs. And for Falcons, look, they're coming in here with a sub, so it has been maybe a little bit more of a difficult route. And coming up against these guys on the opposition for Noctem, it's going to be a tough one, but with the way that Falcons just played in that previous series up against Revived,
Oh, I idea what you're talking about. So.
this could be a tough
Get
one
up.
for Noctem. They will be
top secret stuff,
reeling a little bit after that map 5 loss.
Back at the perfect time.
Falcons are coming into this one.
It's refresh.
Oh.
Sorry.
Swinging as we often expect them to, or can Noctem shut them down?
Well, only one way to find out. Of course, the Falcons, after looking so good in that last game, will be looking to see if they can...
Nice.
Nice.
There we
Yeah,
go.
of course, going to the lower side, and this is a good start for Noctem. The first
Oh, conflict. Thank you very much for
That's
the
what you want.
gifted sub, mate.
Coming into
Appreciate
a
it.
game, the opening salvo, if it goes your way in such convincing
Thank you, thank you,
fashion,
thank you.
really that. Nice bit of comms, there'll be a couple of deads, there'll be a couple of shouts in the chat as often as it can be, but as you can imagine, Falcons are just going to come straight back into it. 23 seconds on the board though for Noctem is not a bad return on P1.
Been the star player so
Oh.
far for Noctem, and
Nice,
and
lads.
again, that is not going to be his 3rd kill, but it looked like it could have been.
Certainly hope so.
Scrap time and the rotation, just got to make sure they hold it, of course.
Yeah,
It
they
should not
are,
be massive.
Josh. But this
At the moment, Falcons
Abdu
haven't
Rahman's
anywhere
pretty solid, to
close.
be fair.
Having a look at the
He was
pistol
the top
ban as
player on
well
that
and wondering
in
how
the
he ended up
last
with
map.
Subbase. Falcons
Was
On
he?
the last series. Only
They're
just, do you know
just
what I mean?
getting
But
hard
still a
points, so they're very
1.23.
hard against, but Rio is very much a special.
Oh, this one out.
Almost
No.
immediately from Noctem. We now find themselves in a very good position over towards P2, but it is quite easy. A couple of gunfights are going to make a difference in terms of points. Both these 2 teams, Aspect, surviving shots into a body are very, very good.
Oh my
God.
God.
Just done
That
so
is
well. He's done
absolute
brilliantly,
class.
actually.
And we've got the
Aspect.
rotations.
Spawn them towards the back. Good time on the board at P1. Locking down P2. Perfect start for Noctem so far.
What I really like there as well is they were anticipating the flip after the kills come through, but then you saw them all react to it, because this is where they want to put the Falcons, really.
Oh, this is fucking
Oh.
beautiful.
Fucking have it.
It's a full wipe. And you can see Noctem X Clutch Rain are now running across the map to make sure that nobody is flipped out. This will be confirmation of it. Always a little bit of an issue if you don't kill anyone. You don't get 100% locked in, but you can see right now they're sitting pretty
So
happy.
good, this one, and so far
They're
away
gonna
as well.
lose, what, 1 gunfight
Yeah.
as Aspect
Oh,
on a
no, the
5
time.
streak
Twizz.
and falls, but now it's going to be the Falcons that have to make their way across the map.
And I think the benefit there is as well, Aspect, he's not thinking about his 6 spree, pushes forward, looks for the information, anybody making the flank, anybody making a route, he can call out that information. His team now starting to win a couple more gunfights over towards the next hill. This has been a brilliant start for the side of Noctem Clutch Rain. Roxas up top, so the pressure starting
Nice,
to come through.
Twizz.
The movement is going to start to be made here by
Wait, you say
Hussein
map
as well.
bombs
He's
on
gonna
their
find
host
one
as
in the middle
well?
of the map, so
Yes.
Falcons, you got to move, you got to make sure you execute
Think
here,
so.
because
I'll
it could
check
be
after.
dangerous, Abodi. And Doom will find a couple of kills, though. And
Maybe
then
James
great
added
back
some
comes in.
packet loss
Falcons
for us, yeah?
Absolutely needed that. They need to stop the bleeding.
Bodie is going to not fall there in the doorway somehow. Takes all the bullets, stays alive, finds a kill at the same time, will eventually go down. And 15 points for the Falcons, but they do have the rotation. Twizz is looking to be a bit of a menace. This could be disastrous for the Falcons. They have not recognised.
Fucking hell, this is a great start. Can play sub-base all the time, Joe.
I think teams used to ban it against
Had to
us.
find it. Yeah, had to find that.
But I don't know if, like,
Spawns,
how much
you
it's
spawn
changed.
out,
Oh, we
so
got
you
the
spin
spec
round.
spawns.
Yeah, Abodi should know what's going on here. He should know exactly what's going on here. Spawn towards the back for Noctem Clutch Rain. What they are very, very close.
Saying that, I just remembered. I remember at Boston now.
Comes in from Nile. That's
Do you remember that we never played
could spawn so
sub-base,
close,
and then
everybody
Wardy literally said at the
attacks on
start
that
before he
trophy
loaded in, he was
system.
like, trust me,
Ain't
play
working
these in
that
sub-base, and then we end up smoking them.
8 of
Yeah.
them coming towards you. They cannot deflect that many. And eventually, all works out. Be taxed
Very
first,
different
and then
team,
the
apart from
nades
Jed the
straight
Tane.
away after to break the
But
trophy.
they,
Roxas finds a way through. Stop shooting, and he's
Oh, nice.
pulled a Twizz.
They
Could
banned.
have been a
What was I
wonder
going to
play,
say?
but instead he's
They
wondering how
banned
got
6-star
away.
against
For Noctem, they continue to run this score up.
Nice,
as they go
Wiz.
past the 150 mark to just 32 ton.
Oh no.
Noctem's picked this one, and you can tell with the way they've been playing it. Absolutely beautiful on Subbase so far. That 1 to 2 to 3 was sublime, and then they do a really good job over towards P4 as well to stop the bleeding. Falcons.
Yes, Twiz. Come on, boy.
Without a winger or
Go
prayer at
on.
the moment, this has been so good from Noctem. It just can't be stopped. 14 and 5 from Twiz, who just
Fucking
continues
hell,
to
mate. He's
impress. The shots in
absolutely
aim stayed off.
piecing.
Fantastic once again. Noctem, they could win it within a couple of hills already.
Well, they're trying to as well. Now, looking for a second. Isn't going to happen. The Falcons just fighting back a bit onto this one. They will have the advantage now and the map control.
Yeah.
Bodie trying to get the cut. Will do so. Goes
A nice
straight
split spawn,
towards
eh?
P1. Looking to lock it down with green control.
Nice.
Thing is,
Nice.
though, for Noctem, as they find another 3 kills. 13 seconds to go here on the final hill of that first rotation, and it is a massive lead. Going to be touching 120. Very, very good half from the side of Noctem. They will take that all day long, but you have to be careful. You can never count out the Falcons, ever. You know for a fact they're good enough to do that to you, what you've just done to them over that rotation of hills. One good break over towards P2, forcing you to spawn towards the back, and a rotation over towards P3, and it's game on.
Bodie playing his life, desperate for this one on a 4 streak as well. And for the Falcons, it's a long way back, but you've got to feel a little bit more confident if you are them. They are starting to really mix it up with Noctem much more than they were.
Nice.
Yeah, a Bodie on a 4 spree as well. You wouldn't mind a... Oh, well, never mind.
Nice,
I was
lads.
about
Oh,
to
they
say you wouldn't
spawn.
mind a
Got the spawns.
Predator or cruise missile, whatever the hell we call it these days, in your back pocket, but
I'm gonna be honest, Jack. It
Don't
don't
get
really
hold of
matter
it.
at the minute.
now all of a sudden fighting off the back foot.
I know,
P2
but
rotations starting to come in. You
just don't want it to get close, do we?
At the moment, 10 seconds to go until P2 spawns pop. Exnid. Ridiculous 2-piece from there. Roxas will find another. It's a clean P2 rotation. Now for Falcons, can you lock down some good time here? Can you flip the spawns for Noctem
Nice.
to be in the worst position possible?
Get it shooting.
Aspect with
Hello, Inks. How are we?
2, but looking to push forward with his teammates. Goes in straight away. Already going to be heavily tagged up. Wants to just stay alive as the rest of his team come forward as well. Life coming back.
Nice,
Got
Aspect.
tagged in the
Good
point.
God.
Another one for Aspect. There's 4 on the board. Reinforcement's not as close as he would like. He has 1 player with him.
Nice.
Keeps it rolling. It was P2 where Aspect popped up last time. He's popped off again. That was, what, 10, 15 seconds free time, but Falcon's going to start finding some kills now. Fortunately for Noctem, they've got players already out. So they will lose that scrap time. Falcons will close that gap.
Oh,
Is
no.
the damage already done? Extend is just done so brilliantly to find 2 that he knows exactly where Twiz is, and he might as well have a 3rd. There's the grenade, and here comes the push. He's not still in that corner, so he gets away. Slight spawn out coming through for Noctem. So they're going to be at a disadvantage, or very even in numbers at least, as we head over towards the next hill. Falcons have closed the gap.
Maybe they just needed
Yeah.
to kickstart the engine because that engine is purring. Falcons will get back onto it.
Oh, no.
Just goes in for Bodie though. 1, 2. The 3rd. No, the Tain will shut him down, but the damage was already done. Just waited too long for some sort of execute that never appeared.
I mean, we mentioned it
See, this is what I was worried about.
not long ago. It takes
It's all
one
good. As long as I don't get break people.
good rotation
Yeah,
of
but look,
kills from Falcons to
pushing
put
so
them back into
far
this game.
up,
Even
mate.
with this 20 though, they're still going to be 30
Yeah.
behind.
What the
Man,
fuck
they
is
get it.
that?
Rotation over towards the next though they're going to get, and this is now a disaster. Noctem, yeah, okay, you will get the final 10, and when you are touching 200 points, it's a big 10 to get. But at the same time, Falcons, if you lock down this time, you are within touching distance of Noctem.
That's the thing. You want to set up for no, but you don't want to give away a free fucking 25.
well have been
I'm trying
able
to
to
keep
take
it
the lead
light.
Yeah, but I just don't understand why you send 3 people.
Yeah, it's not been perfectly
Oh,
executed.
Got it, the spawns are there for them.
We're still up. We're over the 200 mark.
That's
I mean,
cruel.
we've just been blessed
That's
thanks
really
to
cruel.
Twiz.
Falcons were in a position where that maybe should not have happened, and then Twiz is going to find another kill. Oh, it's a stinger. Falcons, though, still the opportunity to do something here.
Nice.
They haven't got a clue where they are.
That's because they're everywhere. That's the problem. How can you fight Noctem from one angle when they were literally at all 4 points of the map, but still staying alive, still doing it? They're going to spawn out here as well. The Falcons
Getting off the
recover
time.
from this.
But the problem is, Niall's still back here.
Not for long.
Yeah, they've eventually killed it. You know what? Really good job to Falcons, but I actually genuinely feel a little bit bad for them there. That is a tough spawn to take. Over towards the next, though. You could have had yourself... I mean, I want to say they would have been touching 200, I said, so they only maybe get half that time that they could have potentially got. Then over towards the next we go. Can you find some good times? Yeah, Noctem managed to last time out, and the first 2 kills are going to help out on that scenario as well.
Oh, it's going to be a level game.
Just taking their foot off the gas a little bit. Have they run out of energy because Falcons are roaring back into this game?
Now they have them on the ropes. They are miles away. They are spawning so far out of it. Extend not able to get one. Doesn't really matter, though. These players are by P1. They are nowhere near this next one. And 30 seconds left to go, and the Falcons are filling the kill feed with their own kills. Bodie looking for Detain. Has Casino will call that one out, and that will be picked up by Doom. There's nowhere here for Noctem. They cannot find a breath of hope left on Subbase after what was a storming start.
What a fucking joke, mate.
8, make it 9, a potential 10 on the cards. There
Oh
it is
my.
as well. 26 and 14. He was 16 and 14 before this started, but now looking for even more. There's going to be Aspect. That'll be 11. There'll be Detain. Will this be 12? Surely somebody's going to go behind him at some point. Drops down himself and will eventually fall. But the Falcons are now 8 seconds away from winning
I got 2
time.
cruisers.
It's just liquid Call of Duty from Falcons over these past couple of minutes. It has been unrelenting. Ridiculous. Oh, I mean, that doesn't help, though. Bodie calls it in straight onto his teammate's forehead, and all of a sudden, Noctem have a route back in.
On P1.
That's both cruisers out of them.
Unfortunately, they have a spare. They get one this
Go on, get that kill ramp.
Roxas against Aspect, a huge fight, and it will go the way.
They're spawning out.
Roxas this time, but
Got P2 rotation.
Finds his own 2, and that is going to be the rotation. Surely the Falcons.
Aspect's
have
got a big one.
One bad cruise missile.
Oh, and I mean, it was a shocking one, though. 2 your teammates clear them out, but you do have this rotation over towards P2. It's all to do for Noctem now. What a comeback from Falcons.
And
What an absolute fucking choke that is.
Falcons, we were worried there for a second, but it is a monumental revival on Subbase Hardpoint. The biggest danger was themselves with the cruise missile.
Told you, Cut. I told you.
But oh my goodness, the Falcons win map 1.
Wow. They were 120 points behind. You
Madness.
cannot count them out. Every single time they can chain these hills together, they're a seriously good hardpoint team. But for me, what was so beautiful about that play towards the end, especially from a Bodie, and I feel as if, you know, out of all the players on Falcons, he doesn't get enough credit. Just the play around top ice. Noctem were made to look like they've never played this map before. They just got pulled across the map.
You know, Rico
5
just
pops. They barely even see it.
pushing for like 20
Bodie
seconds
Cole
instead of just
keep them
having
at bay
rotation.
for a whole
Losing
minute.
the game off the back of
What
it.
was it, 11 in the end from
Madness,
Bodie?
mate.
Incredible
back in
play
the
to turn this game on its head. I mean, that is just... Could you have had 2 more contrasting halves of... Because it was only 2 rotations in the end that really killed it, just into the 3rd. But, I mean, for Falcons as well, they got unfortunate with the spawns over towards P4. It could have been done beforehand. But man, for all that Bodie did all the good work, he nearly threw it away himself as well. That would have been something.
There it is.
Sure.
The Doom missile. Unbelievable. And I thought for a second that Noctem might have done it. They had the spawns for second and just didn't win the gunfight. But what a thrills and spills map 1 here for what is essentially the last European game of the season.
Oh. Now if you're Noctem, you just lost the map number 5 to send you down here. You were... I want to say it was touching 120 ahead after 1 rotation of hills. So, what would they have... I mean, they realistically got about 40 or 50 points over the 2nd rotation. You're now heading into a Rio Search and Destroy. That was your pick on Hardpoint. Where are your heads at? Because you need to spin them around away from, I mean, despair after that one. That's that kind of map. In ranked play, I'm throwing my controller down the hallway immediately. I don't advocate that, but I would do it anyway. Never mind in this situation. For what is, as you say, the final European Challengers game of the season, the one that you need to win to send yourself to champs, it's a hard one to recover from. A very, very hard one to recover from.
Yeah, it's especially considering that Noctem have already lost today, in a very close game as well. If you didn't catch it earlier on, Noctem lost against Houdini in a map 5, round 10, so not as bad, but still pretty bad.
I hope you're right, Rico. Mate. I hope you're right.
So now they've lost the first map as well after being 120 points up. Fortitude is what is needed. They must not lose their heads.
Well, to offer you some insight, Brycey, I have my takeaway pizza downstairs. I
pills.
feel like it might still be
It sounds
warm
like that.
if they lose this search and destroy by the time I get to it, because Falcons will be now hyped up themselves for all that Noctem. Look, they have the experience to be able to put that to the side. They have players who have been around as long as we have. I mean, there is some serious experience on this roster. They need to be able to tap into that immediately. They need to. Because
You're
they
right as
are
well,
in
Soccer,
such a
mate.
bad spot. They're now heading over to a search and destroy pick, which I believe is coming from Falcons in the S&D on Rio. Yeah, it will be. This is not a good spot to be in. You're going up against Falcons on this map in particular. They're great at Rio, full stop. Man, I mean, tough position for Noctem now. You need a bounce back. You need to tap into everything you possibly can to find it.
Well, we'll find out if they can. That is going to be the real key as the search and destroy loading gets underway. The Falcons, they had some questions after them at the beginning of the day because there is a player replacement. But so far, so good. 2 more maps will get them their ticket to champs. But
Hey, boys.
they started in the better position. They were in winners final, lost that. This is their second and last chance.
You're heading over to control Highrise.
Nice, Jed.
Tane, Niall, these are the guys who have been around for such a long time, especially Niall. You need to tap into that if you possibly can. 3 versus 3 right now, though. Those have been traded. What can Doom do from the middle of the map here? Is it's looking like a B hit going to come through? A little bit of a different round of search and destroy when there's no trophies available. D10's just trying to have a little look. He's got a little angle to watch the cross. Did he see him? Looks like it.
Just making their way through here as well. They're going to rotate over towards A here, or are they still looking towards B? Yeah, they're going over. I think they've got enough information.
Yeah, Abody's got complete boxes controls, being able to push up through garage, and knows for a fact there's nobody else here. He would have been shot in the back, so that bomb will go down. But the problem is that they don't have every base covered here. A push through boxes might be disastrous here now for Doom. Roxas will find one on the flank, though. That's massive. Aspect needs to find this kill here.
Nice.
Doesn't get out. That's
Whoever one
important
is.
now, 2 versus 2. But look at the reflank coming through from Abody.
Right,
They've
the
got
flank.
0 information.
Oh, that's fine.
Nice.
That's
Not gonna
quality.
get a kill. He was hoping for a trade, a 2 versus 1. Roxas will be watching the cross. There they go. They're going to double chow. Niall goes across first. Did he see him? Aspect goes across second. Gets a bullet in. Niall's gone up top.
Nice, boys.
Great from them too. Well,
And that is brilliant. It's a very good.
that's fucking
Congrats.
awesome.
This is what we needed, to be fair.
You know what I think so good about that is that they just have no clue where Abody is. That not a Scooby mate, and he pushes around from behind, looks for the reflank, and they expect it. They read it. They challenge together. If Abody even finds one there, I think that's probably the round. The fact that they get out of that cleanly as well, then that feels like a big deep breath now for Noctem. You find a clutch round like that, and round number one where your backs are against the wall, you lose that, you can spiral. They find that now, and hope comes back. Falcons, it's a long way to go here in the search and destroy, but I'll be around. They may look back on and think,
Love this.
we should have been 1 up.
Nice, Jed.
Good God.
No.
Good shot, but good trade. And nade's going
should
out
be
as
dead.
well. He's going to get him. Good nade, but the trades keep on flowing, and it's a 2 versus 2.
Aspect.
But they got information on the bomb. They don't have information, however, on Aspect. I think he's going to find him, yeah. Doom towards the backside. Shot's going to go
Nice.
in. Doesn't
Can
see
he-
him.
Oh.
Easy kill. No, you've got to
Oh,
clean this
no.
up, Aspect. You
Oh,
absolutely
God, thank
have to
God.
clean this up when he does so.
Oh,
Roxas now left at a 1 versus 2.
Well, that was not a clean kill, but fortunately did get away with it clean. Roxas wants to find a pick.
He's got eyes on bomb.
Did they see him? I don't know. He's got players watching over him.
Nice
Oh,
pass.
as well, and
Shit.
they will find him. Noctem firing right back 2-0 on the S&D.
Yeah, it gets a bit of bad time in that. This goes for the cutoff. Try and get round Nile 4-0. Keep an eye on that. Brings that one up to the good now. Yeah, for clutch range. Or Noctem clutch range, I should say. So many organisations.
Love them emotes, didn't you, Lloyd?
I'm lost with it.
Well, it's kind of weird, Tan. I'm just gonna kind of bring this up. I think this might be our last cast of the year. That's a weird.
Whatever.
feeling.
Maybe. It might be.
I kind of realised that before we came into it.
You sad or excited?
Well, wait.
The time you out in a second word, mate.
All this is 4 still. A couple of bullets traded between these two teams at this moment in time, but no inroads really made by either. But Falcons could do with finding this round. 3-0 down is not a
I've seen him.
nice prospect. To his finding the angle, he's been so inspirational for this team. Yet to find himself a kill on this map, he hasn't had to.
Budget for the first kill. That's huge. Bombs down. They have an advantage and they have numbers. Here comes the push from Noctem. They want up the stairs.
Stun. Slowing them down, but he knows the counter's going to come through. Is he able to get out? But Twiz is able to walk through the door that has now been opened. These trades are going to be so influential. Aspect will find one. Makes it a 3 versus 3. The shot's coming in on the other side of things, though. Nile spins. Finds one more. 2 versus 2. Gotta find this gunfight if you're Exner to just survive.
Yes.
He's done the ladder. His teammate is on the way, but Roxas left in a 1 versus 2.
One of them has to jump on it. And one of
They're
them
on it.
has, and he gets it. Oh my god.
Oh, how's he found that?
Plant and barely won with a bullet.
That's that end point.
Oh, wow.
Thing,
I
mate.
mean, that is just
Headshot
lightning fast
multi-fire.
reactions.
Fuck.
Right.
Manages to find the kill here. We'll get to see it again.
Oh, I wasn't even headshot multi.
You know what that's down to? It's down to the position of the bomb plant. If he puts that the other side, no chance. Just survives on the correct side of things. Make sure you can get a teammate with an angle on it if you're holding from that side of the bomb, which they obviously want to.
Killy's on a 5.
Silver lining for Noctem now, wasn't he? Don't win it, though, is a 5 spree for Aspect. He finds another kill. Nile, I believe, did get shut down, so Aspect now. 1 off the cruise. It's not a signed, sealed, and delivered round when it comes down to Rio, but it definitely doesn't hurt to have one.
Wait, how is that? Nate?
There's just so many bodies. Target rich environment. Aspect eventually having to back off because he does want a cruise missile.
Yeah, good utility usage though from Falcons. They have used it to retake, but they need to make sure it counts now. They've got complete site control. But Noctem, you just need to keep them off it.
Roxas finds Aspect and takes away.
Nice.
Missile.
Oh.
The tank gets 1, but won't get a second. And already the bodies are falling. Twiz left alone at 1 versus 3.
What
Nowhere to run,
retake.
nowhere to hide. And it's 2-2.
And again, there for me, I think Falcons' use of the utility to get back onto the site. Every single player we've seen from Noctem was either running away from nades or was stunned out of their brains. Fantastic work from Falcons. Just not enough trophies to defend there if you're Noctem. And the retake after that was sublime. Roxas finds the shots and will solidify that round. Honestly, I really believe Noctem absolutely need this map.
Yep.
Look good in S&D so far, but I say that, and technically they're 1-1 on the day. But 6-2 was their first one they won, and then it was 6-4 against them, which did put them in this position. But we do know we have what it takes.
Slow and steady here for Falcons. Roxas on the 3 spree. Let's not get excited yet, but keep it in the back of your minds. Doom will find one. A Bodhi. Oh, he doesn't find it, but has put the pressure on. That's going to open up the site. This bomb should be going down. Roxas should be dead to right still. Big kill coming in from Aspect. I'll make them think twice about this, but it will go down irrelevant. Did they choose their bomb positioning? They have used it so they can keep a hold of the escalator side. But they won't be expecting... They'll be expecting somebody on the flank. That's the difference here. 3 men from the front.
Nice.
Bodhi, just that stun slows him before he can escape. And now down to a 2 versus 2. But they have to pick. They have to make the push here. Exnid gets tagged up, just wants to run away. They're running around each other. He's found him as well. It's now 1 versus 2. He has to make this kill.
No.
The players are coming into as well. And
I
that's
fell
a
down.
trade by Noctem.
That's right.
Both played
We're
their
good, Jack. We're
lives,
good.
but
Fuck me.
the fact that the gunfight was won by Noctem on the other side of the map meant there was a timer ticking.
Yeah, Doom goes down. If he survives, wins that gunfight, that's the round. Comes down to that 1 versus 1. 3 seconds were left on the clock by the time that bomb was defused.
fucking hell, this is stressful.
Lead for Noctem again. They've clutched up on a couple of occasions here, Brycey. I mentioned that. Wonder if the brain will be locked into this one still. It is very much there.
I mean, to be fair, if you
Two
lot
up
do
now.
what we put into
They
this
wanna win
team,
this lead,
you'd
though,
be
because
nervous
they
too.
need to 7-1.
Oh, shit.
Just phenomenal when you need it the most. Bodie there though, close and alive. Notice who the player is. Detained, tries to get the trade, but nades raining around him. Perfect here, and of course he is 8-1.
Achilles on a fucking great map.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Second opportunity
fucking
to
hell.
get a cruise missile.
I was about to say they have been forced away from this, but Niall finds
If you
some
can
really
get
good
one.
shots that will just back down Falcons. They're searching for him.
Oh, Niles. Oh,
Nice,
that's fine.
Niall.
Looking to try and get a hold of it, but Niall is a slippery little guy. The
It's
bomb's
right on
gonna
him,
go
though.
down two versus
Yeah.
two, but they're very, very close.
Oh!
Rockets, he needs to find
Oh!
something. Everybody else.
Oh!
They're
Tagging it!
oh, he can't find it. Doom would have had them both tagged up. Roxas doesn't find the final bullet. It is now a very difficult 1 versus 2.
Damn
Well
it.
played from Noctem. They just about survived by the skin of their teeth.
My heart rate's probably about 140 about that, to be honest.
How have they both got away with their lives?
Just somehow these rounds are going
I
down
don't know.
to incredible tiny differences.
What is that? Well, Rico, mate, this is behind me, mate, because we're moving setup, so you start to rip off the stand for the PC. I mean, it's just covering
Round number 1. The last 2 rounds.
14 massive holes in my wall, mate, to be honest.
Falcons could
Copy got angry after we lost the first.
easily.
Yeah, oh, yeah, the PC mount come off the wall.
I mean, if you recall back in the previous series as well, they were finding a lot of clutches then. Twiz has not been even on the map, and they still find themselves 4-2 up. Aggressive positioning here over towards B. Falcons looking to try and play for a pick.
Oh, fucking hell. That's a chill. That is
He's unable to get the kill.
Oh, I thought
I respect it.
We didn't expect 2 over towards A. A Bodie will find Twiz, though, whose day just gets worse and worse and worse here on the search and destroy. Now we'll have to probably back down here. A lot of presence coming in, D10. If you could just find one, that would be wonderful. The nade will slow them down at least. Or not. A bomb will go down. 4 versus 3 in favor of Falcons. They
They're
must
efficient
find
at
this
getting the
round.
bomb down, aren't they, Falcons? Fuck me.
Waiting
Yeah.
for a kill. He's already been detained, but given his position away. Here comes the flank. Roxas is watching it from the bins. Does he see him? He does see him.
Oh, my
Looks
days.
never mind. Aspect gets gunned. And that's it.
Oh. I mean, I don't think the round was won and lost on that gunfight, but Roxas crouch back up. Wasn't a snake, it was just a snapper. And a Bodie and Doom do really well in the middle of the map. 4-3. It was a must-win round there for Falcons. Now find themselves within 1. Not again, Noctem, surely.
Don't say it.
Behave yourself, Tom. Oh, fucking hell.
What were your pals,
Let's
Tom?
see. Now Noctem react to this. Already bomb is going towards B, but a little bit of a back out here as Niall goes and checks the street. The rest of them heading towards A now. They're putting the pressure on. Exnid going to be calling for this one. He's going to try and get away.
Oh,
But he
way.
Yeah.
still gets one.
Oh,
Should
they
be
got the
able to
cross.
but
Oh, my.
no. Doom is
Nice.
cover him and, oh, wow, Aspect.
No, oh.
Second, and a Bodie finds Niall. Aspect, 10-3. Will now have to pull off a 1 versus 2, but already been found in the side. And the Falcons get one more done.
Yeah, Aspect does really well to find 2 there, to be honest with you. I think, if I'm honest, Exnid just kind of gets really, really bad timing. He gets an 8 out
Yeah.
as 3 of them
Yeah.
starting to sprint towards him, and it's like, oh, I need to get out of here.
We took the bait.
Doom did really well to
box.
find the first, but Aspect was there to clean up the pieces.
Yeah.
But gunfight on the other side of the map probably decides the round. Niall doesn't find anything, and then all of a sudden, you're left on your own. 4-4. Getting tense this one now. The final EU Challenger game of the season. you just must find at this map if you're Noctem. In a good position. It's now all tied up.
Oh,
Exner should be dead to rights here.
Hmm?
Oh, is he gonna get out? He does.
Got to be careful, both teams. Feeling the pressure, and there's a first blood under Detain. Bodie's got a stun off there and a nade.
Oh,
It's
Twiz
gonna
is
be a kill,
fucked.
and it will
Fuck's
be. Twiz is
sake.
going to fall. A 4 versus 2. Bodie already pushing the tempo, but almost reloads in the face of a player.
17 bullets is more than enough. When it comes down to this.
Sorry?
Oh my goodness me.
That's-
Niall must have been the weakest man on the planet, but the snap is still out of this world. Aspect now dead to rights. Falcons 3 rounds in a row. Noctem's, I mean, look, he was a huge catalyst for them in that previous series. He played so well. They weren't able to get it over the line, but Twiz, I believe, might still be yet to find a kill.
Well,
Does he have one? He's 0-9, Bryce.
not a great time for that.
No.
I don't know what to say. 0-9 is a lot.
It's a lot. It is a lot. He is now going to be the bomb carrier. If you ain't going to shoot your gun straight, get this bomb down for us, please.
Also,
Great
shooting
bomb.
guns straight. Like that's a key part here.
Also that as well, yeah. And Bodie is one off a cruise as well, and you best believe he might just call it in if he gets it.
Exnid has gone very, very aggressive. Here we go. Bomb down for Noctem.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Guns out.
yeah. Oh, he's out.
This gets out clean.
No one's
I'll
got
play
the
through on the
flank.
flank. Yeah, no one's got P2 doors.
0-9, but it
Yeah,
takes
it's
one
gonna
big
fuck
play.
us.
He's gone aggressive, finds
Oh.
his first kill. Is he going to be
Oh,
able to
it's
get out? No,
huge,
he isn't,
Twiz.
because Exnid's going to be there to find Aspect, but Twiz finds another.
Not going to predict it again, surely.
Can he have found one
No.
round,
Oh, he has.
one good round to send them to a round 11?
Oh,
I think
Oh!
reach out here, but
Bodie,
again,
that's
down to
huge.
2 versus 2.
We should still be sound. Oh, maybe fucking not.
Oh,
Oh,
that was for the
there
cruise.
he is. Fuck's
Oh, he's
sake.
away. They're surely going to go for this now. Are they going to call this correctly? They're looking for it now.
No! No!
He will go down and it'll be picked back up. and
Man.
The Falcons will win the search and destroy.
Oh,
Unreal. Noctem looked like the better team for so long. The comeback by the Falcons.
They just don't go away, do they? It's the gunfight that a Bodie wins first time around towards the double doors on the flank. That's
we should have got that kill
ridiculous
on
how he
back
finds
door
that
as well.
gunfight.
just get out.
I think it was against the team. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to see it back towards the end. But if replay's listening to me, put that in there, because I do not know how he finds it. The fact that he finds it, he's then on the flag, he then finds 2 more. Or at least 1 more and tags up the other. That is a huge, huge gunfight. Knocked him now 2-0 down. They were, what, 4-2 up? There's 4 rounds in a row.
Yeah, it's not great. It's really not great, especially with
No.
the stakes that are
But
currently
it's what it
on.
is, mate. I can't control it.
It's difficult. Can Noctem reverse sweep the Falcons? It's not easily done. That is the problem. The Falcons have been pretty solid all the way through, and now the final curtain could be drawing to a close in Europe.
I mean, Twiz actually made the play look. I mean, we can talk about 2 and 10 all you want, but 0-9.
I don't think Aspect got a kill after the 4th round either, did he?
And he found 2 kills to help his team. They couldn't hold up their end of the bargain for that round, though. Really, really good job from the side of Falcons. Huge game from Doom, who has been an inspirational substitute, to say the least. But yeah, look, things started fantastically here for Noctem. Really good first round. Kind of cruising through it. A couple of occasions they came very, very close to getting cruise missiles. And I think another thing, why I called it a huge kill from a Bodhi as well, was the fact that he found that cruise missile in round 10 as well. So they would have been heading into round 11 had they not found that round with the artillery available. But it's so tough, because I think Noctem actually really did play that well on multiple occasions, but it's tough when you got somebody going 2 and 10, man. Especially a player of Twiz's quality. You need him to be able to find those moments. And he didn't find much at all.
Oh.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Crazy, by the way. And I think it's not so much that it's a bad thing for Twiz, like, you know, yeah, 2 and 10 obviously not a great score, regardless. But the bigger issue, he's been their best player. I would say. Been Noctem's best player the entire way through. So when your best player's misfiring, it's somehow a little
I think
worse,
like
but
it happens.
you have to give Twiz credit where
Like
it's
you
due,
can't
right?
blame
He has
Twiz for
been
it, but like he
incredible.
also got blooded every round.
Having a blip here, it's a blip if they get through. If not, obviously he's probably gonna rue this day.
It's tough. It's really tough because it's not one player's fault at all. But yeah, as you mentioned, it's a very, very tough line to see from him. Highrise Control now coming in. It's tough. Falcons are a very, very well-rounded team. They have 3 more maps to finish you off. Highrise Control.
I hope you're right, Nick. I hope you're right.
Hardpoint and Highrise Search and Destroy is what will follow in maps 4 and 5. But it's been 2 close maps, but ultimately, almost inevitably, Falcons have came out on top in both.
They have. They certainly have. And for Noctem, I mean, this is. We'll try not to speak doom into existence here, but up 120 in the hardpoint, up 4-2 in the S&D. It is a dagger to the soul of what could be your last game of the year. Could be their last game of the year, and it is with a heavy heart that we say this, right? Like, realistically, I very much like most of the players on Noctem. I think I would love to see them make it to champs, but it is a difficult one, and we will see whether or not they can.
Thing is, like, if you don't choke that map 1, like, even if you drop a control on the next hardpoint, it's not the end of the world. Do you know what I mean?
A realistic possibility.
Now,
Noctem
reverse sweep,
but the
or it's
Falcons
over.
keep winning.
Yeah, look, I think when you're in this position, you've lost 2 super close maps where you were up in both. I think the positivity you have to take is that, yes, okay, we were up in both and we have fumbled. Although I don't think they haven't fumbled. The Falcons just really turned it on. But they've been in positions to win maps 1 and 2. It's better than just being blown out of the water and being 2-0 down. You have had the opportunities to do something. So you know you can do it against this squad. But you now just need to do it 3 times in a row. When you haven't been
Major and Pabs are casting the Strix game, Joe.
Reset here on the
Sweet.
control. We'll get into it
If they get it up before
I mean,
it is
that's how things have
8:15,
played
isn't
out.
it?
For you guys who missed map number 1, go and check that one out again, because Abodi played probably 1 minute of the cleanest Call of Duty I've seen on Subbase Hardpoint in quite some time. They were 120 points down on Subbase Falcons. They win it by 18. Rio was, I mean, it was close. It was really close. Again, Noctem were 4-2 up. Didn't win any of the next 4. That's a stinger. And now you get into control, and everything is.
Oh, boys.
Well, let's find out. Is it the rise of Noctem, or are Falcons finally making it to champs? Straight away, though, Noctem getting on to B.
The Twiz, this will be one where he thinks to himself, I just absolutely have to perform here for the team. Detain is able to pick up a couple of pieces, but not the final one. Roxas is there for the final trade, and you can start to force them back now. But not in great numbers. So for Noctem, not a disaster. Open Salvo does not go their way, but inroads have been made, and you're not in your spawn trap. Not yet, anyway. Xned finds 2.
The boat is going to fall as well. You still see here that even with these kills going against them, they are pushing out and defining them. One for Roxas,
Oh my
2
days.
for Roxas, and 3 for Roxas, and get back into your spawn and stay there.
Just wonderful play again. Roxas is another player who has just continued to get better and better and better, and that was just sublime. Dixie's time, positions himself well. There's 1-2, and absolutely decimates the 3rd, but doesn't matter now. Not really. Noctem found a way out. All of a sudden, a little bit of an inroad over towards the B side. Isn't able to quite find that one. Doom shooting very, very straight, but not straight enough in that situation. B now progressing very, very quickly for Noctem.
They are in here, and I don't think Falcons can do much about it. They're just going to let it go. B is going to get it. Can he get any exit kills? They will get a couple. Niall running for his life. And I don't think they know he's here. They got enough kills into B. They thought it was clear.
Well, they know that one was out. So they just want to keep the pressure on the spawn. But if they lose those gunfights, and then all of a sudden somebody's behind you, Falcons maybe needed to just be a little bit more safe there. They will eventually get rid of Niall, but the damage has potentially already been done now. Twiz, 3 and 4 from him. Starting to get a little bit more advanced. Onto A we go. Falcons, precarious situation. You've got 1 player out in a Bodhi. who they know is there. He just found one kill on the flank, but the rest of the team will then just spring into action. Twiz rocking a hard place to say the least, and now you are stuck in your spawn. Everybody dead. Everyone moving forward for Falcons. Difficult round to win now if you're knocked in, but you've got 4 ticks irrelevant.
Got a minute left.
I mean, if they
Pick
get
it out.
another wave of kills, they've already put pressure out towards green. Tarp, Abodi will be in the spawn. They will try and clear him out here, surely. Still waiting for that pressure to come in. There's a player underground. And Abodi has to move. He has been found, and he will be weak. Exnid coming to the rescue as well. They are burning time here as the Falcons try to pin them in. Exnid will get one more, and you can see they're trying to get the bodies through.
Nice.
Aspect will find it, but they don't find Roxas.
Always got that insurance policy towards our backside. Abodi will find another, and that should really be the round 1. Final roll of the dice here for Noctem in round number 1. Oh, good God. I mean, Roxas is ridiculous, isn't he? Incredible play. He was the one that really kicked things off here in this defensive hold that Falcons will just about rubber stamp. 4 ticks to their name.
Not bad.
Aspect is doing well. He's found a few kills. He's really been solid in this series. Not solid enough to find the round there for Noctem, though. Falcons will find the first defense.
And the problem at this point is that, yeah, good defense by Falcons, but they gave away 4 ticks. It's still very early on in the control. Can't really say if that's good enough yet.
I believe, Flux, I believe. Over till it's over.
That might be the issue, but Falcons take a few blows there as they come off the respawn, and Tame finds Exnid straight away.
Tane will say, well, that was an oddly easy opening gunfight. He's found another as well. Looking for the third. Roxas will find one on the other side of things.
Nice.
And Doom has just been, well, put on skates as D10 will find a third. Really just held him a bit all on his own over towards B-side. Will he have
How
another?
did that stun hit him?
But with his pistol out, Abodi will make his way forward, and a little bit of presence now for Falcons over towards this B-side. Because, yeah, to really get going here for it. We will find this nice and easily, though. Trying to pin the back in. Next couple of kills are big. And now they can force their way back. And this would be good if they can keep them in as long as possible.
So they're doing quite successfully, but there's a team kill. Falcons have 36 seconds to break out of this and get on the B. They have done nothing so far to earn themselves even a single tick.
Problem for Noctem, they're having players just not having good games in each of them so far. Aspect has been a monster. Now sitting in a 2 and 10. Can he do anything to turn this one around? A-Push going to start coming through. Exnid guns him. And now he's got a little bit of help here as well as Aspect.
Nice, Aspect.
Fine bolt. That's absurd from
That's
Aspect.
gross.
Over towards A, he'll shut it down. And all of a sudden, Falcons have got a lot of work to do.
Who really cares if your players aren't having a good game? This is screaming like a flawless defense ton.
Looks that way. Falcons, you need to get a touch somewhere. And they have done. It's over towards the A side. It's harder to lock down. Roxas will find 2, though, to give them somewhat some hope. It's just impossible to transition over towards B, which is obviously the easier of the 2. Noctem will flood that side of the map and will start to collapse very, very quickly.
They're trying to still hold this, but they're holding it with
a second.
One person on. Oh
That's
no,
your teammate.
Bodie! Don't shoot Roxas.
I mean, they're surviving.
What the fuck?
They're somehow doing this. There is just no way Noctem are letting this slip. There's just no way, surely. D10 with 2 massive hills.
Nice as free, please stop it.
Thank fuck.
Fuck
that got scary for a second.
Christ, lovely.
I mean, at least Falcons get 2 picks on that one.
Terrifying, really. They almost got it. So close.
Oh, fuck me sideways, mate.
So 2 versus 4 in terms of ticks right now. Noctem leading. They'll have their second swipe at attacking. You are right, though. No, not having the greatest of games, having a few issues, kind of dealing with some of the Falcons' pressure. But still in a good position, Ton.
Yeah, not too bad at all. You know, when you talk about like defensive round 5s or whatever, it's probably the least exhilarating, I would say, between this and, of course, Karachi. But rather than that, I think you'd rather have it, but probably rather all be alive, because now Falcons have wiped you. They can force you back very, very quickly, and this is just nightmare fuel.
Actually looking like the win.
Please.
That's what they want
One
here.
play, got that. Oh, never mind. Oh, Twiz finds a big gunfight. They do get
Fucking
rid of him.
thing.
Oh, look at the position from Bodhi as well. He's going to have to drop him down. No, they know where he is. Big wins. Huge wins from Noctem. And now they can get out. Round was looking in a precarious
Oh,
position.
Roxas
there.
hasn't seen him.
I don't know how.
For detain, and they
Thank
are
you.
out. And for the Falcons,
Right, Jed.
they kind of wanted a clean sweep here so they could get defense if they needed to go the distance. But right now, they just have
Nice.
to keep going through the paces. Keep them off A. Try and get the kills. See if we can push
Nice.
them off B.
Oh, good work.
This
is
is
on
number
the
one.
Oh,
Oh, he is going to get taken down.
Lucky. Unlucky.
oh,
Four
just
kills. All aspect he could do is staying alive. But it feels like the inroads were made really, really well once again from Noctem. We're not quite able
is it
to
cheating?
solidify anything.
Rico?
And that, if
I
anything,
mean, it doesn't matter, does it?
has been the story of the series. So close, but yet so far. Bodhi just skating around the map again. It's just so dangerous when he gets like this. Is he able to find another? There's just 3 kills out of absolutely nowhere from a Bodhi.
It wasn't on the
5 spree
roof
for
though, was
him.
it?
He gets a cruise missile. Not like this. Not going to happen. Twiz will eventually shut him down, but that should be the round. 2 ticks go the way of Noctem. They have maybe one last roll of the dice here, Bryce.
I think a player's going to be out here as well. It's Detain who will jump onto B. There he goes. Wins, does not win
hang
the
on.
gunfight. Does not win the
Careful.
gunfight. 3.9 seconds left. Another player goes into it as well. Twiz.
Nice, Twiz!
And he wins
Big.
2. He's still alive. They can get another minute here. I mean, the tick is also quite important. But
No way, he's
Twiz
chowed
trying
that.
to find everything. It's contested.
He's weak.
And
Oh, he's
there
in.
he goes. But another player
No
jumps in.
respawns,
Another
but I
minute.
mean, we'll take it.
So that answers back to the previous round and further solidifies the potential of defense in round number 5. I mean, look, you're in a 3 versus 12. This is not going to happen.
I read this.
21 and 17, and down he falls. Falcons.
So we got
all they
7
have to
ticks,
do
I've got
now
2.
is just trade this one out, and they're all good.
As long as we don't lose it.
No, I think they know where he is as well, and he will be cut down. The Falcons will win their defense. But giving away 3 was not really on the cards.
Wasn't looking likely. But now they have to go into their attack. Now I want to say it was uninspiring from them in the first one. So now if you are Noctem, you are 1 round away from your season being over. But can you hold on to this defense? You need 2 more rounds. I still think it's a really awkward position to be in. Just being behind at this stage. Excellent 25 and 12. There's some players on this Falcons roster, I'm telling you. I've been telling you for a while.
The thing is, though, Ton, 25 and 12 only counts if they can go the distance. Because at the moment,
That's
they're
it.
still staring down that potential attacking round in the last, and that's exactly what Nocturne want to make sure happens.
What happened in the last defensive round here for the side of Noctem? And D10 running to their spawn and find 3 almost immediately. But this time Falcons have found a inroad over towards B, but everybody from Noctem starting to collapse now. Aspect being lights out here. He is going to get shut down. Roxas will find 1. Roxas will find a couple, to be honest with you. He is going to find a second. Rest of his team now coming in off the respawn.
Nice.
He needs a little bit of help and isn't going to find it in time. D10 still alive and kicking.
He's got another one.
They're really just fighting over this B. They haven't really been able to kind of stem the tide of reinforcements that are flowing out from the Falcons. So that's just 1 tick out of
Nice.
6 they'll want on this.
It feels like the Falcons have really been 1 by 1 here. They've been really moving as a team. They've been trying to do things on their own. Need to be a little bit more cohesive.
Oh my god, he's
Get
fell off the
right-
map.
Oh, he's fallen off the map. That is absolutely incredible luck for Twiz.
Oh,
He will get found out, but D10, he hasn't died since the start of the round. Is the trade going to be there? Can just dip away. He's just been playing underground, up top into the office, over and over again, just being a right pain. The Falcons have yet to deal with him.
Still looking. He's going to find Exnid here. This will be easy
He's
for
got
him.
him.
There it is.
shit, Chad.
Still running around. Back and forth he goes. Avoda's got a kill, and we'll jump onto B to stop the clock, but
Nice,
still
Chad.
with a Tane who's
That's
now got a
6.
cruise missile. Falcons. Teamwork.
Before next round starts, Jack, you might want to 2x yours. So I just done mine and it caught up loads.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My round's just finished literally now.
Absurd from D10. Absolutely incredible. He's played them like an absolute fiddle the entire round. And that is almost flawless. Coming in from Noctem. Brilliant defense. They hold it down. Life in them yet. It's around 5 we go, Braxy.
And the Falcons never really consolidated. It seemed like, you know, it was almost
Never
like
got
they
a
were go,
What
get
the
out the
fuck?
door. You don't deal with the person
Yeah,
who spawns,
that's what
but
I
you
thought,
shoot with
mate.
a cruise missile and you still don't have the numbers.
And that will be them on attack again. They really have not been fantastic. They've held down their defenses quite cleanly. But not as clean as Noctem have been. But how many times do we see it happen? A team can be dominant on defense. They can have cruise missiles. They can nearly have another. Sometimes things just collapse. And what's been the theme? I see. I don't want to jinx them, but Noctem have not clutched up when they've needed to.
Oh,
Can
ton.
Falcons? Yeah, no. Can Falcons find the moment? One more kill here for Aspect would be fantastic for him. Twiz not able to find that. There he is. Another time.
Aspect
And
got
Doom
his
is going to
cruise.
just fall off the map.
Twiz has a cruise. Detain has a cruise.
Oh, we got 2 cruisers.
Might just have
Fucking
a touch of
nice.
next Map. I mean, there are 3 cruise missiles on the side of Noctem here.
3?
And
Who's got the
It's
first?
just 2,
Should I
isn't it?
expect no?
for all their gun skill and their
It's
gunfight,
Twiz,
their
mate.
teamwork has been
Wait,
really lacking on Highrise.
No way. There's no way to
It
win.
Right.
really has.
Yeah, Twiz is on a 6. Niall's on a 5.
I realised that Twiz and D10 had them as well. I mean, this is,
Nice!
you are running through everything. Any time you're going to get an opportunity, anytime you're going to find a break, one missile's coming in. You've got to get rid of 3 of them.
Nice now.
Well, Pricey, if anyone's going to do it.
Well, they would have to
Right.
really.
Fuck me, lads. Do you want to suck off the Falcons anymore?
There are ships of war.
Wait,
with
it's
less
the,
armor
it,
than
wait, it says
Noctem
Twiz is on a
team
7,
now.
right? Oh, no, it don't. I'm reading the wrong
It's
thing,
objective.
mate. I'm so, yeah, I'm fucking pissed,
You're
Jack.
barely going to touch Falcons.
I'm actually drunk.
being
I just doubled down here. Twiz didn't have a streak. We only got 2.
Yeah, so I think they got confused between Twiz and Aspect.
Yeah, I believe them.
Quite frankly, it's been a really poor performance by their standards, especially these attacking rounds. I mean, also these kind of
Nice.
things can just happen. Doesn't find the third. Doom did really well
Nice.
to find 2, but this
Shit.
is Dunzo. I mean, there's just no way. 3 cruise missiles coming in, just
Have it.
getting out of the
Yeah.
windows.
Everybody's going to be trying to call theirs in. There's actually too many to call in. This is just be a continuous barrage. There's the first. I assume somebody's calling in the next one. Just continue to just put the hammer down. It's not even going to bother. Just take
Let's have
the
it,
well,
boys. Come on.
win the control in an unbelievable easy fashion there in the last round. The Falcons, their attacks just weren't very good. Is
Yeah,
the
they
truth here.
sucked. They sucked.
We really.
I better not
shy
clip
away
that, actually.
from criticising at this level of play, but it was so one by one, so individual play on Highrise, and that's weird because normally in things like Invasion, they've looked so good, but this time around, almost a panic kind of setting, I would say. They just never really bothered to deal with Detain. You know, we saw one player turn around and try to do it, but just staggered. Once you're
These
staggered on
scoreboards.
that,
Yeah.
you are in that blender and you are going
Ain't
nowhere.
done it yet.
For all we can criticize Falcons, at the same time, I'd love to give credit to Detain. He had them on skates, played them like an absolute fiddle down that side of the map. 27 and 18 from him. Aspect dropping 33. Just incredible performance. It was almost like in the attacking rounds, Falcons didn't have their mics plugged in. Nobody sort of taking their time. Don't need to rush out. Just take a second. Just felt so chaotic. Never really worked. Full credit to Noctem though. I suppose they created these sort of moments. Detain was such a pain over the entirety of the round on these defensive sides.
So I love when Jed plays like
So
that.
many good positions.
It's so hard to keep track of it,
Then
isn't it?
found it. I mean, like,
Yeah.
yeah, damage was done. You can't be that poor on these attacking rounds. And Doom nearly pulled off an insane play to find 3, but didn't. And that will be that. Quite strange one. Noctem better for, well, 5 rounds, to be honest with
Yeah.
you. Better on the attacks. Flawless on the defense. Nothing really to write home about whatsoever. Falcons, yeah, it was 3-2, but it honestly, truly flatters them.
I think so, and obviously you can see where it went as well. You know, the control was banned
Oh,
out.
that's it.
The invasion control was banned out
Yeah,
by
yeah.
Noctem. They knew they didn't want to play him on invasion. And with the pick on Highrise, it's just a little bit weird because I feel like that is not a Falcons I was expecting to see, and I think that's probably why we were so critical of their play. is that I expect the Falcons to get 1 or 2 or to trade out effectively while they're in that position. But I mean, we called it out. You know, it was almost just hoping Detain wasn't going to shoot them in the back at points, which was a little bit weird to see.
Yeah, strange from them because honestly, they are usually a very, very good control team. But that was, I don't know. I felt like they took their foot off the gas. Weren't necessarily. I don't know. Maybe taking it seriously. I don't really know. But I know somebody who will not be happy with that, and that will be Luty. He would have been watching that. I was about to say pulling his hair out, but wow, it doesn't have any. So unfortunately, that's not the case. Irrelevant of that, we are going to be heading into Karachi Hardpoint.
Like...
No, it's fine. He can take it. Karachi Hardpoint going to be coming up. Now, again, this is a Falcons pick, but you've now given Noctem that inspiration. You've given them hope in this series of a very, very shoddy performance in control. Let's see what happens. Noctem, a close game in their first series of the day. Falcons will be feeling confident. Is their map pick? They're a brilliant hardpoint team. But you have given Noctem that little bit of hope. Sometimes the hope is the thing that kills you, though, Bryce.
Well, maybe, just maybe. But for Noctem, at least that hope is still alive. That is the key thing to take away, because you're still in it. You still have an opportunity. 2 more maps potential. And this is
I'll
how
start
it's
with
gone
one
so
chunk,
far. You
mate.
can already see, I mean, Noctem have had their fair share of 3-2s. They've won 1. They've lost 1. They'll be hoping to win the next one and at least get to that point.
Don't know how I feel about Karachi.
Who knows how it's ridden ton? Who really
Fucking
knows?
hell, we should have won that sub-base,
It
mate.
is not a short route to the finals for either team. For Falcons, you've got to win 1. You've got to win this next hard point. For Noctem, win the next hard point, win the next S&D.
Oh,
There could only be 1 or 2 maps left in these teams' future.
Oh, here we go.
Karachi. Hit and miss. Angel. How are we?
Some inspiration though. Let's see if Noctem can convert it to something. We're going to be jumping into the game very, very shortly. Falcons, though, they turn it on.
Go for a piss
Typically,
quickly.
it is in the hard points that they do so, but they will not be wanting to see in map number 5 at all here. Reverse sweep on the cards. It's usually the team who finds the last 2. Reverse sweeps happen. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't think they've happened that much this year in the grand scheme of things of how.
Love that, love that, love that.
I think they are supposed to be rare.
But they're not as rare as you would think.
Come on.
They're like, you know,
Come on, boys. Just get off to a flyer. Get Jed and P1.
Typically, the
Watch
team
over
who's
him.
won the last 2 wins the map number 5. I could be pulling that out of my behind Brycey, but that's what it feels like usually. Here we go.
Well, let's see. For Noctem, they will want a good start on this hard point. Straight onto the point. Already a couple of kills
Nice.
going down, and that's easy enough for Twiz.
Nice, Twiz.
Right, jump to the
Shit.
side. Twizer's all right. That's pretty simple for me. I'll take the time.
Started.
And kills.
That's Jed. Yeah, straight in, mate.
That is a good opening break.
P1 and 2 are
That's the play
big.
ball, yeah,
That's
Noctem
where we
could
went
get
wrong
just a
against.
second there. I'm gonna
Who
get an
don't know?
unfortunate
P1 and 2.
spawn
Yeah.
out though to a certain degree. He didn't necessarily have full control. So for Falcons now, we're in a position to maybe hold down over towards P2, but they want a little bit of fight over towards P1. Niall left on his own. 2 spree for him. Had a terrible, terrible map. Map number 3 didn't really matter. We'll lose out on those gunfights, and we'll potentially lose out on some scrap time. Detained, though, you are holding this
Unlucky.
down. Will eventually get taken down, but is the damage done on Noctem here to answer back with a brilliant opening 31 points on P1?
Well, I've got it, but without the spawn, it's not going to be quite
Push it as a
good.
team.
They have got people in here. Aspect to crawl his way through. Twiz trying to make the hero play. Aspect worried about touching this. Now he's in. They're going to look for him and not going to win the gunfight.
Nice,
Detain
dude.
on
Nice.
the back. Looking for exit. Horrible fight to take as well. Just trying to stay alive and play it. His teammate's making a few kills here. Has an opportunity for Detain, but it's so weak.
Huge that Extend found that.
Oh.
A little bit of help from his team. Oh, the shots come in from the other side from Doom. You gotta be kidding. 25 seconds.
Nice.
What?
Oh, that's a huge fight.
How has he
Roxas.
won that?
Oh, I fucking
Having a
couldn't
look
tell
just
you.
to
What
help
the
his teammates out.
fuck?
18 seconds to go. It's now all about the race over towards P3. Is the body going to catch some
Oh,
slipping
fuck.
over here? My goodness me, a body. As if he nearly snaps onto Detain as well. Now, we'll not quite find the end road, but look at the spawn out coming through from Noctem, and that's
Oh,
all down to
fuck.
a body and Roxas finding those kills. They know where they are now as well because they're going to jump on towards P2. Pushing it over towards P3. Roxas now inside the point. They do know there's somebody back here. They need to deal with him. The rest of Noctem on their way.
Oh, Detain already taking a few bullets.
It's free.
The longer he's alive, the more issues that will be caused. Roxas will jump out towards the back and now try to do what the Tane did.
No.
Oh, yeah, but he's looked the wrong direction because he will double back on himself. Roxas not able to get two, but for Noctem, it's more than good enough.
They'll find the break.
Chill.
They're in the point. Nearly a disaster for them. Spawned out, but they have managed to make it count. Aspect again has been brilliant. 7 and 4 from him. Needs to hold it down. Needs to find a couple more. As the pressure's starting to come on through.
Nice.
Player left to put that pressure on. That's going to be Doom. He gets taken down. So it's about the rotation coming
Miles
in.
on
Now.
a
Niall
5.
On the 5 spree. Aspect on the
Get
4.
the cruise for junk. Come on.
Now, can you do something here over towards the next? Just try and back them down. Just try and keep them off it for as long as you possibly can. And then find a rotation over towards P5. And then on top of that, okay, you saw a cruise missile there too. That wouldn't be bad, right?
It certainly wouldn't. But this game was already close, and Tane tries to take him down, but
Nice.
win the gunfight here. Right now, Falcons looking to get as many points they can out of this stone that they call P4.
Just need to get as much
Yeah,
time off
leading
this
it
as possible,
effectively
and
at
we're
the
in a really good spot.
35 seconds to go here.
Yeah, we're giving fucking
Mention all
60
the
here
time,
though.
teams are-
Fucking
have
just
got better.
neutralise this junk.
Starting to understand
Go get
exactly
him off
how
it.
to do it. Hard to do it
Nice.
though. There's a
Picking
couple
on the
players
hill.
like that though, but then Roxas just answers back
Nice,
and says, "Yeah,
Niall.
remember me at the back."
Like this.
I'm going to reload, just going to go and pick another one up. Trophy system down. This is not too bad, though, for Falcons. 13 seconds to play for. You're not going to win that rotation, but you are going to soak up a decent amount of time over towards P4.
Fucking hell, mate.
You've shut down the
Gotta
streaks
be
that
a really
Noctem
good
potentially
junker.
had as well, so not the end of the world whatsoever here from the side of Falcons.
Falcons decided to give up a little bit of scrap time there for
Yes.
more aggressive push. Can they make that gamble pay? That is the real question. And Exnid goes high.
Huge Twiz.
Good teamwork.
Work together.
Finds his man, and now you can see
Nice.
they're still stalling. They just
Okay,
don't
okay.
have a way of getting
Okay.
through the choke points.
We still got a streak as well.
Brilliant hold. Brilliant hold so far from Noctem. Falcons have yet to really bring something to the table here. On this hill in particular. They'd be thinking to themselves, yeah, alright, we did well at P4, but my goodness. Hasn't quite been there. Noctem should be able to take the lead off this one. One more last roll of the dice for Falcons. Over towards this hill. But you can see Falcons actually just setting themselves up for P1 now. Happy to be in that position. We'll be thinking about the P2 rotation as well. But good time on P1.
Nice now.
Great from Niall.
Relatively easy to find. Niall did find that cruise
Aye.
missile, by the way. I missed that one.
Traded. Really nice.
Yeah. Turning around 7.
The P1, where Noctem started this whole thing. Points basically as close as doesn't really matter, and now having a great game, 14 and 6 here on this hard point. But the Falcons in a little bit better take position here onto P1 as well. So if they can continue to do it, they will take that lead back.
No. Oh.
Oh no, oof, thank God. I thought he had him dead to rights. But these two teams so evenly matched. Exon's having a really poor game by his standards, but the 10 slowed down both these two teams. Going toe to toe once again.
Big fight. Yes,
At this
Aspect.
stage on Subbase.
Oh.
Had themselves about 120 point lead. They've only reached 120 points themselves. Falcons very much at the races here when it comes down to Karachi.
And this is where it matters most, though. For Noctem, they are putting bodies where they need to. Suppose we'll find the first, and there's nobody here for it.
Oh, how's he not on that?
We'll find it anyway. They have enough bodies into this point as really doesn't matter. Although a body jumps around, we'll get traded back out here as Falcons are close.
Damage is in. Nice.
Alright.
Really nice. Trade that.
No,
No,
way.
oh,
There's just
Oh, yes.
absolutely no way that he found all three
fucking
kills
hell.
there. What has Roxas been on today?
Well, I can't believe a trophy took him out.
They're over
Falcons
half,
have
luckily.
broken through, but there are a lot of bodies piling into this point from Noctem. Bodie and Roxas combining, they're still putting the
Need this
squeeze
time.
on here.
Nice, Twiz.
Could have done with that time. Now going to be the first ones over towards P3 though, so Exnid just stop everything you possibly can. Just slow them down, prevent them from putting this pressure on. We'll do so for around 5 or 6 seconds, but has given Falcons the opportunity to set up now. Turns towards the back, Roxas now in trouble, but knowing this guy doesn't really matter anyway. There's one. Looking for the second, just playing his life into P3. And this is a cleaner setup than we've seen last time. Falcons, this is a huge opportunity for some good time. Now does have this cruise missile, and he is going to call it in.
Here it comes. He will be screaming out this information as soon as it goes.
Nice.
Trying to dodge it. Bodie's still alive.
Nice.
It's going to be enough, though. Look at this. They've got bodies through the choke point. Too many, in fact.
Nice, boys.
Found
Oh,
a
wow.
single kill.
Oh, so
Oh my
good.
God.
Down they go. Perfect cruise and execute.
Brilliant from Noctem. Cruise missile just opens things. And then all of a sudden, they can just piece away.
Sending 2-0.
Twiz having a much better game now, sitting at 21 and 16.
Nice.
Starting to turn up when they
Yeah,
need
you want
him
spawns
most.
for
Great
junk.
chops coming through. There's Doom falling. And for what was a rotation that was looking like it was going to belong to Falcons, Noctem get the majority of the time. Can't find the second of bodies.
Nice.
Pick up pieces, should be traded out, and it is. Rotation over towards P4 is a bit of a 50-50 right now. It'll be hard to bleed any of that time. But of course now, Noctem find themselves in a 50-point lead. Any points they get here, Brycey, is an
Nice,
absolute
Jet.
bonus.
Xnid just wants onto it. Wants to be careful as well. There's no one here for a trade on this side so far.
Nice.
Flies in to detain, and everywhere you look, it just seems like Noctem are getting the better side of this slaying. And that's probably what's just causing an issue here for Falcons. They're not used to being beaten in this category.
I love that. Six has got
But
the
yeah,
entire
it's
cross.
something to be able to do it.
Send
but
old.
It's something that you don't necessarily want to always rely on.
Oh, yes, Twiz.
Oh, that's
Nice,
fucking
boys.
perfect.
Them right now for a couple of points, but not that many. And where did we see
Don't want to
Noctem
just keep him back for now.
start to stretch
Fuck.
away? It was over towards this hill last time around, Brycey. Can they do it again? Over towards P5. Brilliant from them on the
Two
previous
on
rotation
hill.
of hills. And they can just about win it here.
Yeah.
Deep.
He's gonna get sent now.
Saint packing up for just a
Or
second.
not? They're waiting.
Falcons looking to get onto it, but the reinforcements from Noctem are just closer. And they're going to put more reinforcements in. Doom will find one. He's trying to stay alive, looking for the kills. Already don't know where one is. One. Not enough. Not a second. Trying to fire every single direction.
Twiz, that is
Twiz will
beautiful.
Find it, but they've lost control of the point.
No.
The fadeaway pistol kill and eventually will drop. So that is probably one of the first times that we've seen Falcons with an effective break. So actually something to write home about. 20 seconds to go here. For all it's felt like Noctem have been in control, it is just a 30-point game. 15 seconds to play for. It's not looking like it's going to go the way of Falcons. It's absolutely going to go the way of Noctem. P1 rotation is going to be in again. Into a third rotation of hills we go. It's going to be about a 40-point difference. By the time we head over towards P1, all to play for still. Falcons need it to send themselves to champs. Noctem
Nice.
need it to send them just to a map number 5.
Nice, boys. We're in.
And Noctem.
We're not really in the
look at
spawns,
what's
though.
down here. This is a great position for them. All they've got to do is hold off a wave of Falcons, and this will be done. The Falcons aren't close. They've gone for a kind of a triple split. Every single angle will be hit, but nowhere with bodies. Fortunately, Doom gets one. Detained, firing back as well. And
Nice.
they're going to get that last player into the hill. Noctem will jump another player in, and that might be the end of the Falcons on this hard.
No, the timing.
That's such a strange last 2 maps here from Falcons. They haven't necessarily been what we thought they would. And Noctem, all of a sudden, has started to turn up. They are 7
Nice.
seconds away.
Oh.
This is going to be the game.
Go on.
No.
Surely
Aye.
they clean this one up. A body will find
Nice.
2 just to maybe
We're in.
elongate
That's
this.
it.
But it makes
They fucking have it,
little to no
boys. Come on.
difference. Noctem will find it. A map 5 incoming. How on earth have Noctem turned this one around?
Wow. A reverse sweep is a potential. Noctem
Oh.
done enough to take this to a map 5. And it comes
What was it?
Home about. Elongate this, but it makes
50 to
little to
170.
no difference. Noctem will find it. A map 5 incoming. How on earth have Noctem turned this one around?
On it already.
All the play for
with
Noctem, all of a sudden, has started to turn up. They are 7 seconds away. This is going to be the game. Surely they clean this one up. A body will find 2 just to
250 to
maybe elongate.
176, Jack. Come on.
Strange to see them play the way they have done in 3 and 4. 4 not so much as 3, but look, I just want to give credit over towards Noctem though. Twiz much better, and I think that's why we wanted to give him kind of a bit of stick for that map number 2 because we know what he's capable of.
It's going around 11, isn't it?
To pull his teams through, although they didn't really need it. Comfortable in the end in map number 4. And as you mentioned, Brycey, it is our last cast of the year together. Why not have a map number 5, brother?
Maybe they even treat us to a round 11.
Oh,
But only time will tell. And it's kind of crazy as well because for one of these teams, it might be the last we see of them until next year. So pressure really will be mounting. Although I do suspect the Falcons will be at EWC.
Love that, Meg. How are we getting on in the other game?
Pretty good all year, but
Back in the set.
good, but not good enough is the only real way to sum it up. They can have a last hurrah. They just have to win and do this reverse sweep.
oh, it'll be some way to send yourselves there at the what has to be. Look, I mean, I suppose if you're going to put the shoe on the other foot, Noctem will say they could have won this 4-0. The way that things have been going, like, I mean, obviously you don't win a game 4-0, but they should have won map number 1. They should have been playing sailing. They were 4-2 up on the Rio Search and Destroy. Look, it's not signed and sealed or delivered remotely.
Only our lot could have 2 map 5s for
Don't let 'em lose
qualification,
4 in a row.
honestly. Fuck's sake.
They've clawed this one back. And Highrise Search and Destroy is what's going to decide what I would call the bird derby at this stage. Looking at the logos, but I see look, Falcons and Noctem have a bird as their logo. I'm reaching its storylines here. Any thoughts?
Storyline is really simple. One team goes, one team doesn't. That's it, really. That's the stakes. One last map for Europe for the entire year. Everything else is international. Everything else is big tournaments. But this is the last EU-centric map of the year. And we're going to go to a quick break before we get to it. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you right after this.
Welcome home, Stings. Hope it was good. We lost earlier. Then
Map 5.
Map 5. Map 1, we lost. We choked 120-point lead. We were 4-2 up in S&D and lost it 6-4. Won the control 3-2. Won the hardpoint 250 to 181. Jeez. Come on, boys. Come on, man. We lost the Highrise S&D earlier, but there's always hope.
Save just coming and asked how we're getting on. I was like, lost map 5 earlier, map 5 now after being 2-way down. She's like, oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh. Fuck, you know. Oh. Oh. Whose host is it on, Jack?
Oh. Give me a sec.
Because I'm assuming that wasn't Falcon's host, that last one.
I think they were 1-2-4.
Oh, were they?
I will tell you in a sec. Yeah, they had 1-2-4. So this is our host.
Where's Prac Room? Sheffield, I wonder what.
Sheffield.
Oh,
Six
what
ping.
do you reckon?
6 ping, mate.
Wait, is it 6, yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for a piss before I piss myself.
Yeah. Don't tell them I'm loading it.
Gentlemen, hello and welcome back. It is the last map, the last chance for one team to go to champs. After this, there is no more, unless you're North American, in which case your entire North American last chance qualifier is to come. But still, for Europe, last chance, last map, last time. Ton, who's taking it?
Oh, I have no idea at this stage, but most of the time when, as I mentioned, when the reverse sweep starts to come through, question is, are they going to run out of gas? Or is the momentum just going to carry them through? First blood in the first round goes to Falcons.
Oh.
And you can see, Noctem after that first blood, don't want to go anywhere. It's always a bit horrible round one.
Oh, we've got the trade.
But there is
A late trade.
back. Twiz finds it. Exnid goes up top. There's players jumping all over the
Oh.
generators. Exnid finds him though before he can plant.
That's one of those moments where the smoke's down, there's so much chaos that you think you might just actually be able to slip the net. And speaking of slipping the net, Exnid has done exactly that. Small caveat for Nile.
Nice, Jed.
That detain is behind the entire team.
No.
The bomb needs to find that gunfight and does not.
Jack,
Doom
what
finds
second
his
are you
second.
on, mate?
And they know exactly where
33
the detain
seconds.
is. He ran them absolutely amok. on
2x,
this map
mate.
when
I'm
we came
13
down
seconds ahead.
control.
Uh.
Let it happen and search and destroy though. They've got eyes on. 25 seconds
On
to go.
25
very,
now.
very difficult position for
Oh.
Detain to win from.
Behind them. 5.
Crossed, and that'll be called
Oh,
out.
what the fuck is
Comes
going
the
on,
nade.
mate?
Back off, I one up there. Still need to get the bomb. Still need to plant it. Play on the steps as well. It wasn't the steps. Fortunately, the Tain cannot plant with this amount of time remaining, and that will be first round of the Falcons.
Big round for them to get. Just lost 2 maps in a row. Find yourself here in this map 5 search and destroy to go to champs. Absolutely around you would like to find Exnid.
You just started
Still on the
round
board for
2,
his
yeah?
team. 2
Yeah.
kills came through for Doom 2.
Oh.
One of the good now for Falcons. And on to the attacking side for them.
Well, this is where we see what comes next. Can they double up, get the attacking round? Very aggressive from Falcons, looking for people on the cross, but the stun check has got both of them.
Fucking straight as well.
Your information for Aspect. Looking over the top. Moving his weapon out of the way just to get that little bit more information. It's absolutely crucial, obviously. Roxas now, moving down this side, a little bit weak. Himself top propane, and Nile is in a dangerous spot now. Does have a trophy system down and does have Twiz for backup.
Alright.
Twiz is going to get taken down though. Abodi will fall though. Detain's done well. Nile is still in a precarious spot.
Just trying to find the gap, difference maker. Exnid looking for him. That door's closed. He's made the call. Bomb will
Good now.
go down. Everybody from Noctem has really backed up in.
Alright.
Kind
Okay.
of being forced to. That's a big kill for Nile to find though. Finds Doom.
Stand up, Jed.
Now can start to make.
Oh, shit.
Detain. Oh, he's just give Exnid the absolute skates, and Roxas now left in a 1 versus 3.
There's going to be a double chow here when he knows. Roxas has found one though. Got away with
Know where he
very
is.
little help
Nice.
left. And that'll be it. Niall grabs him.
Jay on God, I
Niall
would
found
have.
two. He found the first one that was flanking in that 3v3 and he finds the final. Because Roxas just didn't have the information.
It looked like a Falcons round to me, especially when Doom got himself pushed up towards a spawn. Emerald from Noctem backed up. I'd love to have seen the gunfight that Niall found. Huge moment. Get a hold of it. Falcons now 1 apiece against Noctem in this final map of the EU Challenger season. To be honest, it's been a long and arduous one. Both these two teams will feel the same way about this series. Now looking for a pick down this side. He really has been playing the base street. Now he gets caught with the trophy system out 89 HP. Not quite hit as hard as he would have thought. Very defensive here from the Falcons though. Not much aggression going on unless your name is Abodi.
No.
Finds
Finds it as well.
No.
Vector gets another. They're just getting away with these trades with no real answer here from Noctem. Well, it's going to be a big nade, and there we go. That's the round.
Fantastic from Falcons. Rest of them sit back. Abody's like, head down into the mix. Finds the pick, and then from there, just well worked. Nade over the top. Perfectly placed. A few patches ago, the propane tank would have blown them to smithereens, but thankfully that was fixed. Falcons now in a really good spot. 2-1 up. These rounds are just going to be so tense, especially as we head over towards the latter stages of this search. Everybody absolutely needs to be at their best.
Noctem taking a pretty aggressive defensive stance here. Tang going to be sitting in a radio tower. A gunfight that's never fun when you try to make it.
It sucks either side of things, doesn't it? But you are right. Very, very aggressive on the defensive side. B setup is heavy. The aspect not being so aggressive over towards A, which is not too much of a surprise, but B is on lock here for Noctem. There's absolutely no way Falcons get in undetected, or unless the smoke goes down.
Nice, Jed.
It's worked out for D10. Roxas will find one back. Smoke works in the favor of Falcons because it's give them side control, but are they expecting
Nice,
Twiz here? Yes, they were slightly. Roxas can't find the gunfight. And now Falcons have a 0 time.
Nice.
Oh, actually been found with the bomb as well. And
Nice, boys. Good D, good D.
Noctem take it down to a 2-2.
Oh,
Hiding, being patient in the elevator. That's what probably spelled the
feel a bit sick, mate.
Oh, fuck you, I'm there with you, mate. I hate to think of you, Phil.
How about rounds, Abby? If we win this offense, I think I can breathe a little bit.
Oh, it is a stressful search and destroy. You see when those smokes come down inside the site after you've set yourself up so well, you're like, right, okay, well, let's have a 50-50 gunfight. D-Ting just about finds one before he falls, and I think that was important. If he doesn't, the numbers.
Oh, this is 100% worse than England, mate.
Favor of Falcons.
Yeah.
Push over to Woodsby from Falcons, aggressive on their defense this time. Last time they were very, very passive.
Ah, fucking hell, he's got this
That's
lock,
Noctem.
2 of them. Oh,
Oh,
my
teammate.
god, what the fuck?
But he gets away with 14 health.
Oh, falls out!
Nice, Twiz.
Rox has been caught.
Smoke dumps and goes for it. Called out Bodie, knows where he is.
Fucking hell, Twiz is living dangerously.
You get the
Oh my
kill
god,
inside of
just
B.
hit it, Twiz.
You got plenty of control of it.
Oh, no, no,
Know
no.
where
Oh,
everybody is in Twiz. Yeah, okay, he might not necessarily
Yes!
have had a fantastic search.
Come on,
and
get that
destroy
bomb
first
down,
time
just get
around.
down.
He's doing a lot better now. T10 will find 2. He picks up the pieces. Xnid. No man's land. This bomb is down. 1 versus 4. Just impossible scenario for Xnid. I'd be taking a trip off the map at this stage.
You might just, I mean, you've got Twiz on a 3. The door as well. Right, I think maybe just get off the map there. It was basically impossible.
Mate, the fact he still managed to get 3 fucking
Whatsoever.
bursts off there is nuts.
Unless he knew one of the players was on a streak and he just got Twiz weak there and was sort of thinking, oh, okay, well, do I go for the kills? Shut that down. I don't know.
Not worth it. It's not worth it, Rico, mate.
11 of that. 3-2 now to Noctem.
I'm being dangerous territory right now.
In 4th we go. Nobody with a clear-cut advantage, although I would say of the rounds that we've seen so far, maybe been slightly more impressed with Noctem. And
Love
Twiz
this.
is definitely here to play. Falcons didn't have
Oh,
2.
Oh, I
no,
don't love it
that's
so
good.
much,
Good
Jack.
one. No,
I don't
think
love
I'm
it
good.
so much. How the
Success will
fuck's
find
he
it
not won a
4v3 in
gunfight?
favor of Falcons.
This adjusts their strategy a little bit now. They'll be looking for an easy kill.
Who has killed him? They licked
Nice,
up.
Jed.
I mean, gets it back down to 3 versus 3.
No.
Oh, fuck, and that's not Jed either.
Oh.
Oh,
Not going to get
Jed
the
shooting.
second. Detain brings
Okay.
it back again to even.
Mate, Detain. I don't care what mode we're on. This guy's the Highrise Reaper. Surely he doesn't find this against the body. Just absolutely no way. You are
If-
dead to right.
if-
The body wants none of it, though. Here comes the backup. Bomb goes down, and that's why Abodi doesn't want any of it. Roxas is here to help him out. Did he see both players? Abodi will reposition. He's just done so well.
Oh.
Detain.
no!
He's going to find this. Yeah. Oh, no, he isn't. He just took his time a little bit too much, and he should be dead to right.
Oh.
So the trade comes through. It was a heads-up play. I did not mind it whatsoever. Just a little bit.
He's fucking heard him as well, mate.
3-3.
I think he gets out there if he
Thought maybe, just maybe.
can take any
He
bullets.
makes that first kill very, very fast, but being weak, it took away.
Wait,
his
Ludo,
options.
the girls
Love that
want to up.
Ludo. Love
Come
that.
on.
These rounds are
They were down 90.
as
Fuck.
per usual.
Love it.
Ludo, is
Comes
it
this
best-
point,
is it a best of
feeling
three?
weird
It's
and
best of 7, I think.
clean.
And losers
3-3.
finals at best of 7.
Oh.
Yeah, BO3. It's BO3 losers and BO7 grand.
No idea
Oh.
which way this one goes. Not a clue. Ends over the top now on the side of Noctem, who are setting their sights further towards this A side. Maybe mixing it up a little bit, but it's just mid-map control from there. And I tell you what, they have just sprinted over. You've got to be careful not to lose this gunfight if you are detained with that bomb. Mind you, he hasn't looked like losing a gunfight on Highrise all day long.
A little bit of a skirmish over the B site. Noctem, they've committed a lot of resources to it.
Oh.
They've got bodies forward. Exnid is weak.
Nice,
As
boys.
well, and
Come on.
Doom, so it's not Exnid who's
You
forward.
gotta help him
They've
out.
got
Help
the
him
weak
because he's
side.
gonna get it.
No, yeah.
Go down
Wait,
and
he's got
right
it, huh?
above him.
Did he not do the jump?
Well, I think the
He,
plan was to jump.
he fell, I think.
So
Oh,
Exnid
if that player hits the
on
jump, he's got 2. That is fucking beautiful.
Do nothing here. Go for a trip off the map this
Right.
time.
Okay.
Gideon.
Give me that
We'll
class.
do well to win the round from here, but absurd from Exnid once again.
Just going to leave him. They're not too worried about it. They might spread out, hold some angles with the guns, but nobody is chasing Exnid. They don't want to give him any kills. They don't want to do anything to jeopardize it. Just let him sit over here and have a good time.
Not sure about a good time, but sure he'd like to keep his one streak alive. Falcons. Lose the round time again. Seem to have a bit more of a, I want to say, hold on this map in particular. Falcons have felt like they've been a step behind the majority of the way through and have still kept it close. Knocked him 4-3 to the good now.
Come on, boys.
Felt like they've been in control of this search and
Big D.
destroy.
Huge D.
A little bit of breathing room would serve them well if they can try and find it.
I know he's Jed's in there, doesn't he?
Defense, and I think that stun check was on Twiz. Oh, no.
Oh,
Back
that's
down, no,
quality
no.
work.
Though we'll get a bogey.
Oh!
on!
And Twiz will get Exnid.
Comes down to some
I
really
like
good
this as
shots
well.
from
They're just
Nile,
standing
you
in
know.
the setup.
They just peek out of elevators and then such an easy kill to coming through. Good job from Nile. Discipline from him, backing down at the right time. It's a very difficult round now to win if you are Doom and Roxas.
Out goes the smoke. Time to get chaotic. Twiz firing through the smoke. And we can obviously see the X-rays, but he couldn't see anything but maybe just a flash of the Falcons. 30 seconds ago. The Falcons are still trying to win this, but they need to find somebody.
Oh, he's just seen now.
Finds
It's
one.
not a losable round. Not a losable round if you knocked him.
Nice.
Twiz. Fade away pistol.
Oh, shit.
Then we'll find
Ain't
another.
got
time, ain't
Oh,
got
he's probably too far away to make this viable, so he's not even going to bother.
Don't peek it. Just in case.
And that'll be
Does
it.
not matter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
cannot
winning
win
now, just running.
Knocked him 5-3 to the good. They just seem to have such a read. This aggressive defense over towards B is working every time. And they are one round away from Challengers champs. Just one more round of search and destroy from the reverse sweep against our Season 3 Elite Challengers champions to send yourselves to champs. Devastating for Falcons in control of this series. You need to find 3 in a row.
There we go. Quiz. Oh, he's been found. A little bit of an issue here. He wants out. There goes the smoke. The nade's
Oh,
already come through X and he'll find a Tane anyway. Knocked him now on the back foot.
find some sort of pick. You know, if you're knocked them. Tough position to be in. Falcons getting aggressive over towards this B side themselves. Now Noctem starting to move into position. Roxas finding that second kill though might well just be the thing that solidifies this round. Twiz should be dead to rights. Gets caught. Clean. Precise round from Falcons.
Come on, boys. This is a huge defense, mate.
To 4 now. Don't get nervous, Noctem.
That may be the issue. This is still more than doable for the Falcons. Stress is the only way to talk about this. Anxiety, dread, emotions flowing through the veins of both teams. The Falcons, they will attack, and will that mental pressure change the way they approach this?
Exnet's on a free as well.
Got to just play how you have been.
He has to go.
And that's what they've done. Aggressive over towards the B side. Work it from there. A is a very, very hard side to attack. You stack over towards B.
Oh no.
Seems to be working, but Abodi has got the free
Oh.
reign of A. But
Yes!
Yes!
exactly where he is, and we'll find the first blood.
Bomb.
He tries to make a play, but
Why the fuck is he there? That's not bomb.
been played himself. Noctem, if they can remain in a position to get
Oh,
trades,
no.
to just slowly whittle down these numbers now, which they have an advantage. They will go
Twiz
to
is lit.
champs.
Twiz is playing this one so twitchy. He's going to throw the shoulder. Xned wants nothing to do with it. Neither does Detain inside the site. They're happy to sit tight now, Brycey. 3 versus 4. 30 seconds to go now for Falcons to save their season.
There goes
Nice, Twiz!
Twiz has already beaten down Roxas. And now it's a 2 versus 4. Detain getting out of there as well. They know.
Nice, Jed!
Gunfight for the Detain as well. And Doom, the new player, has felt the Doom himself. No bomb, no teammates, no chance. Finds the
Yes!
Come on!
Fucking have it!
The last
You fucking have it! Fucking hell!
Nice,
Jesus
mate.
Christ!
Humongous revenge
Oh!
coming in from Noctem to send them.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
Had a hell of a day. I mean, you think about map 1 and 2.
Oh,
They
fuck.
probably deserve map number 1. They did not get away with
Fucking
it.
go,
So they
man.
turn it round, a reverse sweep. After
Ah!
map number 2, I thought we were done. I thought this was done and dusted. Falcons will be going through. But your season
Fucking
3
Nora.
Challenges Elite Champ will not be going to champs. What a performance
Thank
from
fuck
Noctem.
for that,
One
mate.
round,
Jesus
very,
Christ.
I want to say methodical
Oh.
play in the control. Fantastic at map number 4.
Fucking
and
Jesus
outstanding at
Christ,
Map number 5. Brilliant performance from Noctem. Fantastic.
Really was. You have to give them full credit for it. I mean, it was a lot of stress flowing through them, and it was a lot of pressure. They'd
Keep
already
fucking
been
shooting
in this
bodies,
fashion.
mate.
They said, nope, we can hold on, and in the end, more than good enough. Detain 11 and 6. Realistically, the teamwork as well. They were there for each other when they needed to be,
Unreal, mate.
and they'll get a chance to prove how good they are on a world stage again. And Noctem X
Jesus,
Clutch
man.
Rain will be going to champs.
You got the champs, baby.
Yep, they may take
Oh, I mean, they've had a day of it, haven't they? 2 map number 5s. 2 very, very stressful situations.
Oh my days.
I just don't know how they turned their heads on after that map 1 and 2. Just full credit to this roster to be able to do that, because map number 1, what, 120 up, there or thereabouts. You lose that one in that fashion, and then you head into map number 2. You're 4-2 up. Okay, we're back into this series. Yeah, cruising here in the search and destroy. 4 rounds off the bounce. Honestly, such a comfortable map number 3. Brilliant in map number 4. And just that little bit better in map number 5 when you needed to. The reverse sweep.
Oh, mate, the heart's a little bit better now.
There it is. Read it. Wait, my word.
Oh,
What a game. Fantastic series from these 2 teams to close out the season.
What a way to end it. The Falcons, it's heartbreak. For Noctem, it's just a big sigh of relief. And it did end up both teams in the winners' final, Ton. They're going.
fucking go, mate.
Yeah, rightfully so. Really good performance coming in. from Noctem and who
Honestly, my arm stopped working for a second, so I was like, what's going on here? Am I having a heart attack?
Two very well represented teams from the European region. Players who've been there time and time again. It'll be nice to see them out there. Let's see what they can do. We're going in with their backs against the wall, though. Bryce, let's not get it twisted.
Fuck me.
Other EU teams who already automatically qualified just from the position over the general season and whatnot. And then, obviously, all the guys from North America there as well and other regions coming over.
Oh,
To be
fucking have it.
have to be your very best if you want to.
Don't even need a facility for that. What a series, mate.
Holy fucking mate.
Ah, unbelievable. I appreciate everyone coming out as well. That's fucking wild. Go in that chat, see if they're still.
The girl's still going?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the Major's ad to go.
Yeah, not long to go for the North American side of things, but for me and you.
Okay. It's a reset. Alright, do you know what? We'll send you over to Major. I need to go and have a chill pill, but then I can watch. In peace. Thank you all for coming out.
A rogue Sophie, one up from behind.
Yeah, she's got to check. There's somebody close left,
Oh.
and in the form of Yana, and Bams is up towards the top bar area. So is she going to get good timing here? Bams just around the corner, SMG in hand, and Sophie makes it a 1 versus 1. Can she manage to make the magic work again here? 25 seconds on the cards, up against Yana. Looks as though she's going to make the play through mid, and Yana's just going to work over towards that back steps area. So Sophie's got to try and clear this out. She's got so many corners to try and clear, though, and with only 14 seconds left, but they are going to meet on the bomb site again. Is Sophie going to spot, or is the COD timing going to be absolutely horrible too? It looks as though it's going to be the latter of the two, and it will